On air.
Hello and a warm welcome everyone to IEEE Canada Global Talk Series. Global Insights Wisdom Beyond Borders. Following the successful completion of our four expert sessions under this global initiative, we are delighted to continue this journey of knowledge sharing and global engagement. I am Inder, the coordinator of today's session. We extend a warm welcome to all the participants joining us today for this expert talk introduction to cloud computing, Microsoft Azure. On behalf of IEEE Canada, Educational Service Committee Region 7, we acknowledge that this event is taking place on traditional lands of Indigenous peoples. We respectfully acknowledge that we are meeting on the traditional territory of Mississaugas of Credit First Nation. This land is also home to Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We are grateful to have uh, the opportunity to work, learn, and collaborate on this land. We honor their past, present, and future contribution, and we recognize our shared responsibility to foster respect, inclusion, and reconciliation within the engineering and technology community. This Global Talk series continues to serve as a platform where learners across the world can help explore cutting edge technologies alongside the real world career pathways, enabling them to define in an increasing interconnected and innovation driven global landscapes. This session aims to provide participants with foundational insights into cloud computing and Microsoft Azure, helping learners understand cloud technologies, real world applications, and emerging career opportunity in the digital and AI driven ecosystem. We are truly honored to have with us the eminent speaker, Dr. Brinderjeet Singh. Dr. Brinderjeet is an active researcher, academic leader associated with multiple IEEE professional communities, including IEEE Chandigarh subsection, IEEE Photonic Society Rajasthan chapter, IEEE Nanotechnology and Magnetic Society. His research contribution spans the fields of quantum electronics with several publications in the domain, and he is presently working in emerging areas of quantum machine learning. So I think it's over to you now, Barinder.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, good evening, my students. So, I think we have enough students. We can start with the introduction about the cloud computing. So, basically, we are targeting about the Microsoft Azure certification. I hope everyone know about that. That might be coming in the next few days or few weeks. So, let's start with the basics. And most of our students doesn't know what is and how to learn how to get the Microsoft Azure certification. This is one of the most important part which most of students doesn't able to grasp at it, how to get the Microsoft Azure certification and where to learn and how to train yourself for that certification. So let's start up with me. I'm going to share all my tab window. So so I hope my window is visible. Yes. Uh, so most of our students have this account Microsoft Azure, and I hope everyone start logging in your own Microsoft Azure account. You can raise your hand in the yes, you are going to log in, or just going to have the glimpse how to going to do what for the task. Okay, thank you, Sushant. Okay, thank you, Bhumi. So let me. Oh, Chavi. Oh, thank you. So log in, and today we're going to do what are the important things which you need to understand how to get the Microsoft Azure certification. So let me log in. I hope everyone log in. Okay. In the starting, it might take some time, but it may get logging in a meanwhile. So one of the most issues students are facing, let me tell you one thing, that this is a recorded version, and at the end of the day, you have to install the authenticator in your mobile phones. And I hope that everyone in the session have the authenticator and their login. Even I face the same problem, but somehow we have solved this issue. Let me Meanwhile, just open the Microsoft Learn AZ 900. The two portal we need to open. First of all, one of the Microsoft Azure portal, and second one is the Microsoft Learn AZ portal. And today we discuss about the important questions that which may come in for your Azure certification. Sorry for the delay. The network is always Microsoft takes so many bandwidth network. Portal.azure.com. Today we're going to deploy first of all a virtual machine, second web page on the virtual machine, second blob storage, fourth one, and we're going to say take it as a blob storage and a container. Four things we're going to need to understand today, and the basic questions that may come from these four things in the AZ certification test, and where to learn and how to learn. This is the main task for today class, because I know maximum student doesn't able to go through it, that where to learn and how to learn. Sorry for the delay. There, due to war situation, this network issue might be hindrance. So this is a login page. Most of the students have done up to this one. So on this search bar, go to VM. So how to learn? That's the main question. Virtual, VIRTUA, virtual machines. So first question, start doing it. What do you mean by virtual machine? You can write it in your chat box. Yes, students, I can see. If you're not able to write, let me give you right. Yes, there are some students who are waiting outside. So, virtual machine. So, first question I have given to you: what is virtual machine? Second is virtual machine scale set. These are the questions that virtual machine scale set VMSS. Next question that may come, that is your what is disk, what is custom images. Can anyone tell me what is custom images? What do you mean by image? Ma'am, I think they are able to chat in the box or not.
Yes, they can chat.
Okay. So yes, beta, you can write it down. What do you mean by image? Okay. So it seems that nobody know about what is images. So first of all, every student who's not having the basic knowledge about the how the Windows run, how the Linux run, image is a compressed file of that Windows, which may run. We have to install the Windows or anything, or like Linux, Windows server through image. Image or you is not like a JPG or PNG. Image is like this. Let me show one of the example of image. So let me show you. In my laptop, this is an image. This is an image of my Windows. This is not an install version of a window, but it's image of window which is I need to install, and which I can install anywhere, anywhere in any second, third, fourth, multiple computers. And the size of the image is approximately 4.55 GB. This is called the image. Okay. Custom image, you can customize your OS. How to customize your OS? Like most of the enterprises having are they are customizing their own Windows, customizing their own Linux systems, customizing their own servers for their own personal or professional uses. This is how the customized images are there look like. So this is an image of the Windows. This is not the window which I have installed. It's only the image for the only learner purpose. So let me show you this one. So this is a whole setup coming up here. So let me start where to learn about the Microsoft AZ900. So just click here, learn about the window virtual machine, learn about the Linux virtual machine. Because most of us will learn from this page, like let me show you Microsoft Learn AZ900. They learn from them only for learn purpose from Microsoft Learn. But here, let me click over this. This next window coming up here, that says step by step installation. And what do you mean by window images? So how to create? Let me start with this. These are the first question VM. Part of the second first question is what do you mean by VMSS? That's built-in scaling, performance optimization, load balancing, and batch management for 1 to 1,000 VMs. Means you have to set up the set up your own VMs. You can install in one go in 1,000 VMs. Let's suppose I want to install VM in one one means one cloud. But if you want to install 100 VMs in 100 clouds, we can use VMSS. So this is the how to that is the VMS. Presets. Presets create a pre-configured VM designed to optimize memory capacity and for general use. Let's suppose my I just show you my Windows that is 4.55 GB of my image. I can customize and reconfigure as per my own uses. I can use that percentage of RAM in my cloud to shortcut or you can to optimize my cost for the cloud usages. And these are the hybrid pre-configured and high volume solutions are there. These are the prefigured things are there. So let me start with this one. So here is the question coming up here. Create a virtual machine Microsoft Azure. Then you have to just go through it. I'm not going to say learn the things, just go through it. So the under instance detail there are the choose Windows Server 2020 Data Center Azure Edition x64 Generation 2 for the image. So might be question may come in the your test that Windows Server 22 Data Center. What do you mean by this? Or is that if somebody say that is Generation 6, is that the correct answer? You can say yes or no. But here in your own Microsoft Azure, you are only able to do this up to Generation 2 as a student login. I hope you got my point. This type of questions may come. So this is how to run that one. So let me install, let me create one VM. So before running the VM, I'm going to show you these things. Capacity placement. On the left hand side, you can see capacity placements, custom images, disks, related services, monitoring and operations. At least 3 to 4 questions may come from the monitoring operations, essential machine management, preview monitoring. Monitoring like how at what time you have login, at what time have you have log out. These are the monitoring parts. This is at you can see in this section. You can just open it and see how you can going to do this. Policies. Again, minimum. I can say 5 questions, 5 to 8 questions may come from the policies. Policies, I hope you know what do you mean by policy? Policy means these are some of the rules and regulations set up by the Microsoft for your subscription. As subscription, you are using your student version. Okay, has a free version which you have from our perspective. So has the policies. We can go through the policies also. So let's do for the policy first of all. Then we go for the VM. So policies. So there are 3 or 4 types of redundancies. Redundancies, we will learn today. Redundancies means if I want to install VM at one place, if somebody happen to own that place, that my VM doesn't or my software doesn't able to hinder my performance anywhere in the world. So I have to make another image of it. That is called redundancy. Okay, means we are going to safeguard ourselves making 2 or 3 copies of the same thing at different places. If something happen in my first place and second place, they will take it as my backup plan. So this is the how. Let me open the policies. So there are assigned initiatives, assigned policies, assigned policies, assigned initiatives. You can go through it. So let me. There's 100% compliance has per my subscription that I'm going to comply by this one. Non-compliance means that somebody I'm going to enforce myself to do all that forceful things. Okay. So allowed resource deployment, Microsoft Azure 19, this one. Firmware integrity version. This is again a you can say policy set up by your Microsoft. And if we click over this, you can see many versions of it. Let me go for the allowed resource deployment region. So next question, that is, what do you mean by region? Okay, regions are that places or that data centers on where we are allowed to deploy our resources. Okay, where we are going to deploy our resources. So let me go to the policies. Policy. Anything want to learn, just search over there policy. You can go through the policies. This is a policy, policy. Nothing. So overview, compliance, redemptions. Redemptions means I am redempting myself that I am not able to do that task. Let's suppose my boss is saying deploy a VM of any Linux 1.2 version. My boss is saying by my Microsoft doesn't allow me. So I am redemption means it give me assessment to install that my Linux 1.4 version. That's a way back, that's older version. That is the one part. So redemption are given, redemption tasks are there, but nothing has assigned to me. So compliance, 100% compliance, I am doing it as per the policy. Some might be say something which are not able to got through it. That yes, it is 100% compliance. I had deployed my things. So overview or Just overview. Now, different part, authoring. Authoring means you are authorized to do this task. So if you are find anything not able to understand, listen carefully, boys and girls. Policy compliance. There's a I button is there. We can see over this. Compliance states or policy in related scopes. Note policy references inside initiative are included. You are go through this. Okay, beta. Policy redemption. The permissions checked are not run for this card. You may have no permission for them. Awesome. I am not having no redemptions over here. Okay, students. So here these are the learn about the Azure policy. Click over there. Another window will pop up. You can see what do you mean policy, how I going to the at least 5 to 10 questions may come directly for the Azure certification from Azure policy. You need not to learn everything. You need not to learn or deploy VMs. You need not to learn how to deploy something like that. No, you have to learn how what are the basics or fundamentals for your cloud computing which is required. So this is what is Azure policy. You can go through it overview. So Azure policy uses JSON format. The question may come directly. Azure policy uses JSON format, HTML script, anything Python, and third one is all of the above. So answer is JSON format. Okay. I hope you got the point. These types of questions may come. Redemptions and policy, RBC, and these are the all the authorization policy insights. You can go through it. So let me go for the definitions, authoring. So there are many definitions are there. Definitions set by the Microsoft rules and regulations. These are come under the policies. So even the machine configuration, these are the policies. The 1559 and 1375 vulnerable assessment should be enabled. Enable locking for category. These all are your policies. You can check through it. Implement a threat awareness program. Microsoft Managed Control 109 and Security Training Records. These are your policies set up by the Microsoft. I'm not saying Microsoft Azure, the Microsoft is the agency which are having giving the Microsoft Cloud Computing. So machine configuration. Here you can configure the machine on which you are going to deploy your resources. I'm not talking about the VM. I'm talking about the resources. So they are what do you mean resources? Resources is just like a folder, or you can say just like a space which you are buying or using from the data center available in that region. Okay, I'm talking about in that region. Region means region means area wise, geographically area wise. In India, we have 3 regions. In Canada, we have 2 regions. In America, we have, I think, more than 4 regions. In Saudi Arabia, UAE, China, Taiwan, Philippines, we have different regions. But India, we have 3 data centers. First is Central, Western, and Eastern. Western is Mumbai, Central is Pune, and Eastern means Chennai. There are 3 data centers. This question may come in the again in the questions. So in Pune we have 3 zones. So better do not confuse in region, then come under zones. So in region we have different zones. Zones means let's suppose take one example over there. In a region means let's suppose in one area we have 3 buildings. Area is a region. 3 buildings means 3 zones. 3 zones means in which we are going to deploy our resources. I'm not talking about the VM. Again, I'm talking about the resources. So let me open this machine configuration. Not able to. So I'm going to show. So let me. Network is. I think Microsoft Azure is taking so much bandwidth. So My voice is, ma'am, my voice is okay at that end.
Yes, perfectly fine.
Our network is from Microsoft is little bit having latency over there. So not to worry. Let me go through it. So now coming, if you want to learn about the point title region, REGION, you can learn from Microsoft Azure or Microsoft Build 2026. You can learn from this. So let me start with the VM. By the time I'm going to show you how we're going to see regions when we're going to deploy something, then we're going to see what is redundancies and which layers, different layers are having redundancy. Means if one system fails, second system take up that place, and second system fails, third system take up the place, and all these things happens zonal, region, and stack wise also. So zonal wise redundancy is there, region wise redundancy is there. Region wise means, let's suppose I am deploying my VM in Central India. Central India means Pune. In Pune, we have three zones. Three zones means zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. I am deploying my VM in zone 1. So I have automatically in zone 1, there are two images which already present in the in that Central India region. Zone 1. Two images of my name, it is there. If one fails, second will take up its place. So that is the how the cloud computing works. Let me go through it. Network is very much slow. So I hope students who are getting the same problem, network issue in the Microsoft. Yes, you may. Yes, you can raise your hand. Yes, you are getting the same issue or not. No reply from the students. Okay, it's okay. I'm going to run my VM. Let me change my network. So I'm using two PCs at one time, and one time. Yes, ma'am, I'm audible. Yes, yeah, I'm audible. But my PC is little bit hang at my end, but my desktop is working quite efficiently. Yes. So let me configure my PC. So I can see there are many students are there in my session. Okay, so let me start my VM. I can shut down my cameras. I think that will be save my bandwidth. Okay, so I'm going to start with the VM. So create the virtual machine. So first is my subscription. I'm going to start with my new source group. At the end of the day, you have to delete all the source group. So my source group is, let's say take it BIR. So let it be IEEE. Let it be IEEE. 1, 2, 3. So create IEEE 1. Let it IEEE. So okay. So my folder is now created in the name of IEEE. So virtual machine name is, I'm going to take it as let it be PM underscore IEEE. So here, biggest error may come. Do not give any kind of special signs like underscore, dots. So it may not be happen. So do not write it. So I'm going to do it VM IEEE. I hope you got the question. Let's try gaming head underscore. It will get an error. No error. No, no, nothing will be happen. So my region. So I'm going to click over there, choose the region. So let me open my camera from another laptop, desktop. Okay. So region, I'm going to choose a region that right for you and your customers. Not all VM size available in the region. So again, another question may come. Do all VM sizes are available in our region? Yes or no? No, not all VM sizes are available. So let's suppose my VM size is a little bit higher than the other one. Let's say it's 15 GB. So it might not be available as a Central India. It might not be available in the Western India. It might not be available in India. You can deploy in Korea also, South Korea. You have the authority to do it as per the policy. So I'm going to start with the region Central India. Availability zone. So here are the availability zones. So availability zone, virtual machine card, availability set. These are already we discussed in the starting. What do we mean by scale set and set? Virtual machines that distribute VM across zone, fault domain at scale. You can install up to 1000 VMs in one go using VMSS, virtual machine scale set. Okay. So I'm going to use first of all availability zone. So there are 3 zones in Central India. Zone 1, 2, 3. So if somebody asks me, how many zones are there in Western India? Let's see. Let's see. So East Asia, Central Korea. Let's see East Asia. So automatically it will check how many availability zones are there. You can see over there. None. Okay. You can choose any, but it may not be getting started. Okay. So I'm going to go for again Central India. my automatic zone is zone 1. You can now select multiple zone. Use selected multiple zones will create one VM per zone. Beta, you can see over this line. You can select multiple zones. Selecting multiple zone will create one VM in per zone. This also called redundancies. So if I want to say learn more, me there another window will pop up over there. I think my camera is facing having some issue. That's why my the latency in the Microsoft. So here you can see you can learn over there. Few questions or one two question may come from this one. So security type trusted launched VMs, trusted launched virtual machines, which are pre-installed by the Microsoft. I'm not saying pre-installed, predefined. Okay, predefined means they are you are able to check one like Linux, server, Windows. These are the predefined. Installation we can do by ourselves. Image. Now here comes again question. Image doesn't mean JPG or PNG. Is the image of your OS, server OS, Windows OS, or Linux OS. So let me see. All the images are available. Let me see all the images. You can see which are the images are available in the market of Microsoft, which you can use to deploy. So first of all, there are these one. Windows Server 2022. This question may again come. Ubuntu this version. So SQL Server, Ubuntu, Debian, SQL, Visual Studio 2022. You can see there are so many. Again, 5 to 9. Students, please note it down. How many images are available? 5 to 9. Total images are 5 to 9. This may question again come for your Microsoft Azure certification. Okay. So I'm going to take it as a server data center Windows Server 2022. If it's easily available, you can go through it. Otherwise, you can. I'm going to data center 2022. You can check even which kind of server and what's the price and planning. It costs up to 2.928 per hour plus ISO infrastructure cost. It costs you. But so of course you have some $100 with you, but it will not cost so much. Let me take over that back again. Configure my machines. So let me configure, create new IEEE. So VM Central India, able to zone 1. So I'm going to check. This is all my servers. So I'm going to choose Windows Server 2025 Data Center Azure Edition X464 Generation 2. So here, this size is not available in Zone 1. Zone 2, Zone 3 are supported. So here, students, you can see all zones are not having the same support. Here you can going to choose Zone 2. Okay. Here, this is now supportive. So before jumping to anything, you have to choose your username carefully. Let me go for username. My name is BIRIN. Done. Username. I'm going to use a header.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Dr. Prinder. You seem to be frozen. Hello. Hello, Dr. Prinder. You seem to be
Yes.
frozen.
Now it's okay.
Yes, otherwise
Um,
you can, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay
Actually,
now.
the my second PC was a little bit. My recording is going on. So I'm recording is, but you can see my voice is not audible at the end. So I have started deploying my VM. My VM Windows Server 2025 data center version. It takes only few minutes. Deployment is in progress. So it is now getting installed. Again saying it is getting installed in Central India Zone 2. Central India means at Pune data center Zone 2. At least you should be aware of that where you can. So my now deployment is succeeded till now. So now how to check? Can say scale out virtual machine scale set. Everything is now has been updated in the Microsoft. So you can even check the templates. So students, the question may come has a templates, inputs, and outputs are there. You can check by yourself, but I'm going to see how your VM has been done. So I'm going to go to resources. So this is my connection. There are two types of connections are there. But please note it down. First is normal connect. Second is connect with bystand. This is another high-end security purpose done by the Microsoft Connect by bystand. They give another level of security for you, but I'm going to go for only with the normal connect. Okay, so it having some cost also. Might be in your for your subscription doesn't have all the VMs. Now, how the two types of connections are there: normal connect and connect with your bystand. Might be for your subscription doesn't have the bystand subscription. Now download RDP file. I'm going to download RDP file. One file will be downloaded. So okay, keep it. Open is the my download file is VM IEEE RDP. So I understand the file will be open in my okay. This is so connect. I'm going to connect with my VM, which is now being installed in the resource file. Name of IEEE. My VM name is VM IEEE. Under my name is Barinder. My password here. I'm going to show you how to connect. Connect. So my password is I have already loaded. So okay. Now I'm going to connect certification. Yes. So I'm going to now this is my screen. This is my VM which is being installed in your data center. Did it take a little bit time? Now it's being installed. Just like now Windows are getting installed. You can see if I maybe so this is my Microsoft VM. Let it be accept. Just like new Windows. Now server. I'm running this VM from zone 2. Central Asia. So it is being installed. So this is my so I can see the timings also. Making a web page out of it. Yes, ma'am. I was asking students. Server is 3.23
You seem
p.m. I hope. Yes, ma'am. 3 point
now, yes. Earlier you were frozen.
UCT. Yes, yes. Now UCT. Time is UCT. Universal time is this one. IST. So I'm going to run image file. Let me use my chat GPT. I'm going to start with, first of all, how to make a HTML file, a web page on the VM. So write the HTML format. The file will be there. Now you can see it is now getting installed. So I'm going to see whether my HTML file is working or not. You can check on the on your chat GPT. So this is the HTML file. Now Canada allow selected. Okay. So this is my HTML files, a web page. Now I'm going to install. This is my code. Copy the code. Copy this code. So I'm going to jump into my VM. So I so page of my web server. So I'm going to this is my web.
Dr. Prinder, you are frozen again. Hello, Dr. Brinder. Mm. We are not able to hear anything from you, Dr. Brinder.
Oh, yes, yes,
It's like you're all the we are not able to hear for few last few minutes.
yes, yes. Actually,
So I
everything recorded, but only last few steps are available pending. So let me back to that again part. So this is the not my window. This is the windows of my data server, which is already installed at some places at Pune. So this is my home page. Let me show you. This is my window, newly installed window, VM at Center India, C drive, web page. Let's open this web page, which by default is there. I just copied it. Let me show you. So this is a web page HTML file which I have just created. Let me show you the preview of that one. I just developed a housing sale and purchase in Canada. This is a just a web page. So let me copy that whole text of HTML file and go to my VM. Open this with Notepad. Control A, delete everything which is already installed. Control V, install your own HTML file. Me- Open that. Okay. The previous file. By security reason, they haven't allowed me to paste anything on the VM. I think that's the security reasons. So by the time, let me again how to see this web page, and it's a blank page. How to check see the this blank page? I'm going to go to my again VM. This is a public IP. I just copy the IP at my local PC and let's see if it is available or not. And it is will not be available easily because have to install something else. Let me show you where is the Windows connected through VM. Okay, I think due to some issues in Microsoft, they're not able to configure and open my files. Yes, they will not support. They will not support this IP because it is not publicly now available. And again, this is one of the security of Microsoft 1566. Let me show you here. So here I'm going to show you which things are availability and skill. So size is this one. Let me go for the monitoring also. And monitor, you can see how much I have used my VM by some minutes. Last 6 hours, but I have working for the last 1 hour. I will take only my 5 to 10 minutes. Then I will. So this is how configure my availability is available. Azure outrages now here outrages and two healthy events are there. My CPU health is like this. This is not my CPU health. This is CPU health of the server or data center. So network is there. My VM network, how many bytes I have used, not my network, their network. This is my logical disk, IP VM, IP bytes. These are the availability. So size, availability scaling. So here the size is DSV3, and we are using SSD. Semiconductor disks are we are using to install our VMs. Here the even the part name will be available. So here security, identity, Microsoft Defender for cloud. So here operations, monitoring, auto shutdown, you can configure everything, monitoring, matrix. So how the your alerts, you can even set up alerts if somebody was in, somebody's getting intruding your VM, you can get in the alert. So my VM name is VM IEEE. So how to set up your alert rules are there. You can rule VM alert. You can do it. How many logs are available? How many have logged it? So you can even enable it. You can get a message on your mobile phone that somebody has logged it. How many workbooks are there? So you can even install your own OS, or you can no, not OS. You can install your softwares which are running on a Windows or server. You can use your VM. So coming up the end part, I'm going to show you the VM here. So here all are the source files. So if you go for public IP, network interface, network security group, virtual machine, the source group, virtual network. So next question may come, what do you mean by virtual network? You can just open it, VNet. Even you can interact with another VM with each other also. Somebody want to interact with each other, you can interact with this one. So this is the Azure provided DNS service. You can open it, you can see what is DNS service. It may be customized, it may be by the Microsoft, by set of rules are there by under that policy. So these are DNS. So source visualizations are there. So these are the questions that may come. So let me come to the basic end here. I'm going to show you the basic part, practice test. I'm going to give the practice test to you. It's not, again, I'm saying, it's not able to hinder your performance, only to check whether you are doing it well or not. So, Microsoft Azure, no, Microsoft Learn AZ 900 test. So, here, practice test. Yes, beta, you can go through it. I'm going to for now AZ AI 900. Now AI 900 become your something else. You can give so many tests are available. So I will share the link with you, so you can go through that test. Let's like AI fundamentals, fundamentals of AI securities. So there are some changes to Microsoft. They had changed the name of AZ something else. So I'm going to just show you one other example. You can go through this practice test of AI AZ101. So you have to sign in, easy going, even from a Gmail. You can sign it and give it practice. There's no need to worry about that. This cannot these tests are not evaluated. At the end of the day, these are evaluated only from the certificate or from the authorized Microsoft certification website. So and now I'm going to install. Look at this is my resource group. How to delete the resource group? This is the most important part. So delete resource group. First of all, at the home page, click on the resource group, delete resource group. So let me close this one. I have just opened that my VM. So copy IEEE, paste it, delete. So this is under process. So it might take 5 to 6 minutes or maybe 10 minutes to delete your all the stuff. So I think this is enough for today. And for more notes, I will share with you. Already I've shared some notes with you. So how to learn? Just click learn anything. Click over more about learn with Microsoft Learn. You can go through it. You can learn as much points as you can. Even there are some questions related to the practice assessment. You can go through it, get the advanced version of your Microsoft Learn. You can get to through all the questions easily. So over to ma'am. I think today is enough for I fundamental cloud computing, because today we have just installed VM and something with the Microsoft security. They're not able to paste my web page on the my VM. So I think it will be little bit difficult. Even the network having facing some issues due to war, something else. Since the morning they are having some issues. So over to ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brinda. And I would like to thank everyone. As we come to close of today's insightful session, it's my privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to express our gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Brinderjit Singh, for sharing such valuable insights, especially the hands-on training on this module. All of us, today's session has been a meaningful takeaway, encouraging us to continuously learn, adapt, and innovate. A special note of appreciation to our technology partners for their unwavering support in facilitating this global initiative. To our wonderful audience, thank you for your enthusiastic participation, thoughtful engagement. Your presence truly reflects the spirit of global insights, wisdom beyond barriers. Finally, I extend my gratitude to IEEE Canada Educational Services Committee Region 7 for providing this platform to connect, learn, and grow together. With this, we conclude today's session. We look forward to welcoming you again in our upcoming talks. Thank you once again and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you ma'am. Thank you.